Good afternoon. My name is Billy Hayes, and I am the preacher at the Adamsville Church of Christ. You have joined an outreach program of the Adamsville Church of Christ. This is called Ask and Apply. This is where you guys ask the questions, and we look to the Bible, get those answers, and then we apply those things to our lives. If you have a Bible question, you are more than welcome to ask any question that you have. Please feel free at any point in time to give this email address to anyone and allow them to ask their Bible question here. You'll find that email address located right behind me, and you can ask any question or any 5 questions or any 10 questions, however many that you have, and we will put them in line and we'll get to them as we continue through our class. Let me encourage you to go to our website at acoconline.com. You also see it behind us, and check us out. See the things that are going on here. Be a part of what's going on here in Adamsville, Alabama. We would love to be able to host you when we get together. We'd love to be able to put a face with a name. We'd love to be able to build a relationship with you and help you build that relationship with God. Let's get right into our question this afternoon. The question this afternoon is, what is the difference between biblical cursing and cussing? And what makes a word wrong to use? Well, that's a great question. Let me give you a few verses right here, and then we'll go into a discussion. Colossians 3:8 deals with filthy communications. Ephesians 4:29 deals with corrupt communication. James 3:8 deals with the way that we guard our tongue. Matthew 12 verses 36 and 37 deal with idle words. Proverbs 18:21 says that life and death are found within the power of the tongue. When you and I take all of those verses together, none of them deal with biblical cursing. So the difference between what we say in our society as cussing and biblical cursing is the fact that in biblical cursing, you would say something as in effect, I hope this person gets into a wreck and dies, or something terrible in that way. It has nothing to do with necessarily those profane words, but rather pronouncing a curse on someone so that they would die. So let's check out cussing for just a moment. The idea of cussing, or words that we don't use within our society, comes in with something known as profanity. And profanity changes really from society to society. We as a nation have agreed that these words, or at one point in time agreed that these words were not going to be used in polite society. Those words have changed and have moved even over this few years that I have been alive on this earth, and they seem like they're moving at light speed now, away from politeness and humility into vulgarity and foolishness. And so we should be cautious about those things. But these are words that we have decided as a group of things that we don't want to say and don't want to hear. And so because those things have become off limits to us in our society, well, then the Bible deals with them, calling them filthy or corrupt or idle words or communication. And so when you and I look at the idea of cussing, you find those in the verses that we looked at earlier. We find cursing all over the Bible, and how that mankind is not supposed to curse each other. What makes a word wrong to use? A couple of places. Number one, God would state that within his word. These words are not things that Christians would say. But secondly, if we're looking at words that we would agree upon in our society, well, then we do. We decide that those things are not the best for what we could be doing and best for how we could be living. And it doesn't show the best side of us. And so we have decided to stay away from those, calling them profanity. I hope that's helpful. Let's see how to apply those things. Here's a great way to apply those things. How does it benefit me to use words like profanity? How is it going to help me reach someone who is lost? How's it going to help me teach about the gospel? How is it going to help me reach someone for God and point them toward heaven if I sound exactly like the world? So a lot of times we don't look at it that way, but that's the case. We're trying to be different. The Bible would call us to be different from the world. We need to be different in the way the world hears us, the things that we say. They're going to remember a lot of things about us, and they'll either remember if we spoke just like them, or they'll remember if we did not. So as you apply these things from God's word, remember this: be different and teach someone how to go to heaven.